We've been working with Church of the Apostles for the last 8 years. When we started, they were in an existing office building. Their worship space was a renovated office. It had columns every 20 feet on center. It was probably one of the least conducive places to worship I had ever seen.
You can imagine a sanctuary that would seat 1,200 people with 9-foot-high ceilings. It was pretty limited. It wasn't a real worshipful atmosphere. But we had grown in that atmosphere. But we had grown so quickly, and so we needed a new facility, and that's what led us to make a relationship with CDH Partners.
Church of the Apostles is a great project. It's very inspiring architecture, the presence the Church of the Apostles has on the community and on the passageway as individuals move within the city and through the city.
They only had 11 acres, and they had plans to grow to be a very large church. But it was a very tight site, and I think the church wasn't even sure we could get everything on that site when we began.
We asked quite a few different firms if they were interested in the job, and CDH Partners was the only firm that said it could be done because of the constraints of the property that we had here. So automatically they got the job, but over the years it proved to be such a great partnership for us.
We began working with them on a master plan to look at the 11 acres and how we could use it. Initially started looking at a sanctuary and looked at planning for that, but as we talked with them, I think they realized that the needs for the youth really were paramount for their ministry, so the first phase for them was changed.
CDH Partners, in addition to the things that we wanted to accomplish, did give us better ideas, things that we may thought we may had an answer for. CDH Partners came up with new ideas, new ways to do things that enabled us to really do our job better in the future.
It was very challenging for a facility with 3,000 seats to have an architectural expression of a Gothic revival. Inside the church, it's a surround seating, very different than the expression from the outside, which lends one to think of a more traditional setup. But within the church, it lends itself to a very updated facility, the latest technology in audio, video, the very intimacy that individuals have while worshiping in this facility are fantastic.
It all started with a vision in an existing building that was not very conducive to worship, and just planning process with them, trying to discover what they wanted to do and who they wanted to be, and then crafting a plan that we could build over time, and it's proven to work out very well. It's been a successful master plan for us and for them.
I have recommended CDH Partners to dozens of churches that have called us and asked who designed or built our church. The single most reason is that they always produce what they say they're going to produce. When others said that it was impossible to build on this site, they said it is possible, and they did it. And they produced a product that I think anyone who passes this property will say is, oh my goodness, that is just glorious. And it's glorious for one reason for us, and that's to bring honor to God and to bring honor to the Lord in all that we're doing. And it's just a building when it comes down to it. What's inside, though, is the church, the body, the people of the church and the congregation. And I think the outside is a great communication.